What is up, YouTube? That's here today. I'm back with more Pokemon VGC 2023 Regulation E, and today we're fixing some more Patreon team submission posts. This is a Sun team that's inspired, I think, a little bit by the Sun team that I've used recently, the one that uses like the Howl, Roar, regular Kanto Ninetales, which is a super cool set, but it features some really unique Pokemon. Illumise, Glimmer, these are Pokemon that I think are very underutilized, and this team, we'll go check out the official team submission post right here. If you guys have a team you want to submit, think about checking out even the lowest tier, the $2 tier, gets access to this post and all of the other amazing rentals that I post on Patreon. But I've been fixing a lot of these. I'm gonna do my very best to get to every single one, and I really love how like in-depth people are going with these. This one's done by Seven Care. They say this is a VGC Regulation E Sun team they've been working on. They took some ideas from one of my videos, but tweaked it a bit over time, and based on what they encountered. They have Sinistcha, which I think is actually a pretty cool mon. I really like that they have like Hex. If we take a look at like their pace, they have like Hex on this Sinistcha on like a team where like we're using like Thunder Waves and stuff. It's actually really cool. I think that's really fun synergy. From there, we also have like Glimmer. I think Glimmer is actually a really good addition to this team. I think it's a very slept on Pokemon right now. Illumise says, oops, all status moves. Covert Cloak as well to block Fake Out. Really cool set. I really think also on the Illumise, I like that it's like Covert Cloak, right? With Dark Terra, so like you're avoiding Fake Out, you're avoiding like other Prankster taunts. Really like cool underutilized Pokemon here. I'm very excited to use this one. Ninetales is cool. They're still dropping a little bit of the physical Ninetales with Howl, which I think is a really fun way to play Ninetales. And they talk about Arcanine, how they're going back and forth between like they want to use Intimidate or Rockhead. I think Intimidate's probably going to be required on this team, but I could see how Rockhead would be valued because you basically, well, like Rocket Head Smash would be like a very fun set. But I think this is a cool Arcanine set. I think the Claramo is very good on it to take advantage of Howl from Ninetales. And then they have like Ghost Hair and Arcanine to like block Fake Outs, which I think is like really good. They're basically playing this thing as like a counter to other priority stuff. So you can tell they actually put a lot of time into this, which I really do like. They were talking about maybe using like Electric Terra Wild Charge, and I will say that's probably not that optimal. Even when you get that, like even if you could Oko Urshi, like Fairy Terra would probably be the better option in that situation. That being said, I think this team is a lot of fun, so hopefully we can play some fun games with it, and then after that we're going to fix up, clean up a little bit of these EVs in the movesets. I think things like the Shem Power are probably fine. This can definitely be optimized. This can be optimized. I don't know exactly if Sinistcha is the right fit for this team, and if we do want to keep it, we might want to add it to be like more of like a, you know, a better Rage Powder Mom with like a Rocky helmet. Those are my initial thoughts. But if you guys like this little series and you want to see more stuff like it, think about leaving a like on the video, think about leaving a comment, letting me know what your thoughts are on the question of the day, which is, who is the best Eviolite user? I was actually thinking like, could Eviolite like Vulpix work? What about like Eviolite like what's the unevolved form of Abomasnow? There's so many like cool mons that could get Eviolite. Let me know the answer to the question is, what is the best Eviolite user? And we're gonna hop to some games. Wish me luck. Here we go. Okay, here, Flutter, Ogerpon, Chi-Yu, Lando, Hands, Shempow. Now, the first thing I would normally do when I get into a game like this, especially in the Reg E format, is scout if my opponent has dynamic speed control from like Tailwind, Tornadus, or, you know, like a Talonflame or something that can go immediately into speed control. It looks like they don't, so their only real forms of like turn 1 aggression are things like Fake Out from Iron Hands, and then maybe like a Choice Scarf Landorus for an above average speed tier. So that being said, Illumise is a very good Pokemon here. We also don't really have to worry about Trick Room on anything other than Flutter, so that's not happening. So we can actually just lead Illumise and kind of do whatever we want. I think Illumise Arcanine would potentially go into that Ghost Terra. We can avoid Fake Out, we can avoid Intimidate, and we can go for like Tailwind, blow up their Lando, which is a really cool way to play it, and also at the same time like Ghost Terra helps us block hands. So this is a really cool lead here. I think rather than bring Shempow in the mid game, I'm not sold on the Shempow set that has it has Ice Shard over like Sucker Punch. I'm not sold on that yet, but you know, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it out, and I think that like Glimmer is a really cool Pokemon. But I think that it's such a hard sell in like the mid game. It is a good pivot for Chi-Yu though. It's decent against Flutter. And let's just bring the Glimmer. I'm not really, if you're not leading Glimmer, I feel like it's a really hard mon to utilize correctly. Especially with a set like the one we're using right now. It needs to be optimized a little bit. I would say like, when you have your speed like right here, you're naturing into this, which is like a higher number than some of these other things, but you're wasting a lot of points in your nature right there. And so it's it's very suboptimal to use Gilmore the way you're using it right now. I think you should have a little bit of speed, but there's better ways to do it than to just put your nature there. So we see Chi-Yu and Iron Hands. I think we can actually just solve this by Tailwinding. Right here, bam, easy peasy lemon squeeze. Remember, we cannot hit that Chi-Yu with the Thunder Wave. Hopefully that Chi doesn't tear. I think they're just going to fake out the Arcanine. We're going to go Tailwind, and we're going to go Ghost Terra, which is so sick, and hopefully we can one-shot this Chi-Yu. I want to make sure our Arcanine's set. We have 196 points in attack. That should still be enough. Wish me luck. Here we go. Now, Fake Out doesn't do anything against this board, and we already talked about that. It's so good. Like, I like all the little intricacies this team has. It's very, very fun to play. I like that it really baits in people saying you need to Fake Out things. We have, like, Ghost Terra Shenpao, we have Ghost Terra Arcanine, we have a Ghost-type Sinnoh Shot, and a Cobra Cloak. Like, it baits in those Fake Out mons and punishes them super hard. There's the Fake Out, bro. You ain't doing anything here. Does not affect Arcanine. No Terra on the Chi-Yu. Tailwind, all we have to do is hit this Rock Slide, and we're probably going to be good unless that's, like, Sash Chi-Yu. Rock Slide hits. There we go. Ooh, not getting the KO. So, like, maybe we might want a little bit more, like, attack. Snarl. No, Arcanine! Ah! They snarled us. They crit our Arcanine. That's really, really unfortunate. It's really, really unfortunate. I think that we would have been fine. So, looking at this Arcanine set with how you're trying to play it, I think that you would probably be better off taking a good amount of those points in speed out, maximizing that attack stat. Like, the Clear Amulet, like, you're not banded, right? You have a Clear Amulet. You could also just band it, but then you wouldn't be able to have protection. So I think that maxing that attack stat's going to be super important, because not being able to KO a Chi-Yu, you know, that's not the sauce. We're going to go with Glamora here instead of the Shenpao, because we don't want the Landorus to come in and intimidate us. We have the Encore for the Iron Hands, but, like, yeah, that's... You gotta also PP max this Encore. Never lucky. I think we can get away with just going for... I wonder if we should Sludge Bomb it. Let's see. Sludge Bomb's probably the right play, because no matter what they swap in, like, it would take good enough damage. We should still outspeed. It's so unfortunate that we got crit by a Snarl. I cry every single time. They should also know that we're not... sorry, that we're holding a Cobra Cloak. I was thinking about multiple things at once. We're holding the Cobra Cloak because they didn't see the special attack drop on the Illumise. I wonder if they're going to pivot out the hands. They're pivoting out Chi-Yu, so I'm trying to catch Ogerpon with the Sludge Bomb, but if we catch Lando, I think that's fine too. Ogerpon, it's almost like I play the game, yo. Even though we taken those fat L's turn one, we're still making the right plays. Like, we're still making them. Now, this Glamora set, it has no investment in special attack, so this probably isn't even like a two-shot. This is going to be so freaking hard. Encore is going to fail. And I'm trying to think of what we even want to do here. Yeah, it's still a two-shot. If Illumise had Dazzling Gleam here, we'd be able to, like, weave in something. So, like, we might want to think about adding Dazzling Gleam onto this guy. Because, like, I like the Sunny Day. I like the Thunder Wave. I like these three moves. They're very, very good. But we will Sunny Day just because we want to disincentivize the Ogerpon. And I'm trying to think of what we need to do here. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to swap in the Shenpao. I think this is very greedy. Swap in the Shenpao. And just Spiky Shield. I think this is going to force them to target the Shenpao. Sorry, target the Glamora slot. And then we'll be able to be a bully. We can Ice Shred out that Lando or just attack the Lando. And we still can win. It's just so complicated. It's so complicated. So Sword of Ruin here. Spiky Shield. Hopefully they're doubling into the Glamora because they think that Illumise is not a threat. I'm trying to think, like, would you Rock Slide me here? It wouldn't even be bad. Like, Rock Slide, Ivy Cudgel is good play. Spiky Shield, okay. Are they Earthquaking? No way. No way this Lando actually has Earthquake. Canterman and they'll go more, right? It's almost like I play the game, yeah. We had to have that happen. I'm really happy that we conditioned the Ogerpon into protecting as well. So we have some big pins here. This is really, really big. The Ice Shard would kill the Lando. I'm on an Ice Spinner just because we know we will Oko. And... let me think about what I want to do here. I think Power Gem is a good play, but, like, I'm just going to Sludge Bomb into this guy. Make sure we take it out. Ooh, wait. If you follow me, we probably just lose that. No, not run. Not run. Not run. We still got this. Okay. I'm going to Ice Spinner the Lando, and I'm going to pivot in Illumise. I think they're going to follow me. I would follow me here. I don't know if they have followed me on that Ogre Pawn. Like, oh my gosh, what if they did and they just lost both their Mons? That'd be great, but they're not. You know, they're going to play it normal. Pivot out Ogre Pawn. I mean, so we targeted the Lando. Like, that is what we did target. Here's the hands coming in. I wonder if they're going to have, like, protect Lando? No, they're just going to lose Lando? Easy. Unless they're, like, I was going to say unless they're Sash, but they already took the spinner. Cool, and we're in a great spot with Illumise again. They can't fake out it. Again, if we had Dazzling Gleam, I think that Dazzling Gleam is better than the Sunny Day on this Illumise. Because it doesn't have, like, terrible special attack, right? It's 73 base special attack, and it doesn't stab D-Gleam. I always think it does. It's in the Fairy A group, but it's not a Fairy type. Chi-Yu comes out here. Okay, so let me think about this. This is the Tailwind is expired, so we're just going to go with a big Protect Amundo. There's two ways that we can play this, because we don't know the item on the Chi-Yu. It could still be Scarfed. I'm going to protect the Shenpao. And I think I'm just going to Encore the hands to catch it into a fake out pin. Because Shenpao pins Chi-Yu, even with Ice Shard we can get the KO. I'm going to do that. Yeah, you may think that like setting Tailwind's better here. I think this is better. Because fake out will go first. So protect here, block the fake out. Break the wrist, walk away. Show me the fake out. That's what we're talking about. Block that. Encore it right here. And then I'm going to have a double pin. And then it really does suck if like the Chi-Yu is Scarfed. We don't really know. They have Snarl, which is also indicative of like being on a choiced set. So let's see. Heatwave going to take out the Illumise. Alright, and then we bring out Glamora. They're locked into fake out, by the way. The only problem is like Hand still has such a good matchup versus these Mons. Like holy moly. Alright, here we go. And I think we have to Ice Shard here. I think you Ice Shard there. It will get the KO on both of those Mons, I hope. And then from there, we're just going to Sludge Bomb the hands because it's probably pivoting for the Ogre Pawn. We can just get the KO on that. If we can get a double KO this turn, we're in a good spot. We can't KO the Chi. Like, we're not going to get a chance to take the Chi-Yu out. So hopefully Ice Shard can take out, like, I don't think that, I'm really respecting Scarf Chi-Yu. Like, I'm really, really doing my best to respect Scarf Chi-Yu. It does take out. You know, the Sword of Ruins kind of just busted. Take out this guy, and then they bring out their Iron Hands. And the issue that I'm looking at here is that, yeah, they have Fake Out. I think I'm going to double protect. No, I'm actually going to protect with Shenpao. Are you Fake Outing? Would you Fake Out? What would you Fake Out? Why would you Fake Out? We're going to protect and just Earth Power. If you want to Fake Out my Glamora, be my guest. It has Spiky Shield, you're not Fake Outing it. You know what I mean? And you're eventually going to get to soak this Shenpao hard. No Fake Out. Okay. Who are you Drain Punching then? Heavy Slam. Oh my god, are they actually that much of a gamer? I've never seen someone be that much of a gamer in my life. That's a loss. I mean, if you just Ice Spinner, yeah, I mean, especially if I double protected there, you took a tick of that. Like, hey, good play for them. I can't play around that. What am I going to do? I feel like I played really, really well to even get to a point where we didn't just lose the game on the first turn. But the Drain Punch clocks my Sash here. I can't believe that. I'm also really surprised that just OHKO'd me. Like, it is super effective. But let's see, maybe if we can crit this Ice Spinner, we can win. Let's go. Let's go. Crit that Ice Spinner, Shenpao. Come on. Icicle Crash would give me the win. Maybe we want to use Icicle Crash instead of the spinner on this team. I still think we did a really good job to not, like, remember, we got crit by Snarl in the first turn of the game, too. That's a low roll compared to the last one. So they're going to take this one. But that being said, I think this team, it feels chunky, right? It feels like This can't hit anything. The Sunny Day doesn't really add any value. I don't think on the Illumise. I don't think it really adds any value. If you want Sun, you bring Ninetales. You don't really need both, in my opinion. So that being said, I think if this was like any sort of damaging attack, I think that would be very nice. You could put like Struggle Bug or anything there, that would be fine. This thing needs just a better EV spread, in my opinion, to actually correctly utilize a Citrus Berry if you're going to use that. I think Sinistcha is hard to fit on this team. You know, its ability of Hospitality to like restore health kind of clashes with the fact that like all of our Mons are like glass cannons or sashed. So that being said, I think there are ways to use Sinistcha, but they're probably, it needs to be drastically changed. Arcanine just unluckily got crit, but we do see that the Arcanine needs a little bit more attack to actually correctly utilize the Clear Amulet as opposed to like a Banded set. You need just a little bit more attack. Like not being able to Oko Ichiu on the first turn, really, really not great. But yeah, let's go into another game and see how it does. Regieleki Tornlando. Okay, so they do have that dynamic speed control. This is going to be really hard. I'm also playing on like the highest part of the ladder. Like, oh my gosh. Let's see. So I have to go Illumise here. I think Illumise is fine. I mean, Illumise Arcanine seems good. Trading Intimidates with those things is good. Beaming Altaterra is good. You can bully a lot of those Mons. Your speed stats won't get dropped from Electro Web, so it's fine. Gotta bring the Shempow again. And then, like, this is that same situation where it's like, Glamora is good, but it's hard to use. I think I'm going to actually just go this. I think I'm going to bring this, and I think it's probably going to be a much better play. It's a good pivot on Amoonguss. It's a good pivot on... it's a good pivot into hands. It's a good pivot onto a Lecky. Yeah, I think that Sinistcha is going to be a decent Mon here. So hopefully we win this one. But yeah, like the last one, I can't believe they actually just clicked that Heavy Slam into that spot. I think if like they were to like just go, I think what you do in that situation, you know, we're talking about last game. I think if you just Drain Punch the Shenpao like over and over and over again, you're eventually gonna get like a full heal and then you win. But oh my gosh, yeah, I was just a sick read from them. But I'm surprised we even came back at all. Like I think we made it really competitive. Let's see, Amoonguss is really gonna be hard to deal with for this team. That Amoonguss most likely has a Rocky Helmet, right? And so Rocky Helmet Amoonguss makes it so like Shempow, we were talking about having like Icicle Crash instead of Spinner. It makes it really hard to use like Shempow against the Amoonguss because it's gonna break our Sash if we ever hit it with anything. All right. Hands Chiyu, same lead. Oh my gosh. All right, hey, we take these again. What if our Arcanine had just like a smidge? I'm talking like a freaking pixel more attack. We'd be able to get those KOs. Now we know this just doesn't KO. So that being said, what do we want to do? Can't Thunder Wave. Can't, like, I feel like you still just Tailwind up. And I feel like the same play is still good. I feel like maybe we gotta flinch the Chiyu or not get crit by Snarl, you know? But it's funny that we're, if I had a nickel for every time I saw Hands Chiyu, it'd be weird. I'd have 2 nickels. It's weird that it's happened twice. Right, maybe the game's giving us a run back. Maybe we're going to crit this time. Here we go. Ghost, Terra. Fake Out. Doesn't really do anything. We got the big Covert Cloak. Yep. I think the Fake Out in the Illumise is the right play there, though. Alright, and Rock Slide. Hits on both. That one KOs. So the other Chiyu that we must have fought must have been like a bulky Scarf. I know it was... Oh, we crit. We did crit. We did crit. Karma! Karmarcanine! Let's go. And remember, we had to go Terra to avoid the Hands Fake Out to actually make that work. So they're thinking that we're choiced right now as well. I just want to let you guys know we're leaning into the fact they think that we're choiced. Because they don't actually know. Now they see it. Now they see it. They see Clear Amulet. I'm just going to Encore the Hands and just pivot in Machigatramon. And then from there, I think we're going to be fine. Like, you can go Terra flying back at me. You can do whatever you want. Like, even if you KO this Machigatramon, I think that's okay. We're restoring some health with Hospitality. But you see how, like, Amoonguss would actually be just, like, a much better Mon here, in my opinion. Being able to come in, soak a lot of damage, but then still be able to redirect. I think that Sinistcha is cool. It just doesn't really do anything that, like, Amoonguss wouldn't be doing better on this team, at least in my opinion. That being said, we're still going to try and make the Sinistcha work. Rock Slide's absolutely fine. totally, totally okay. And the fake out, oh, they're stuck in fake out. So they're going to be pivoting out that hands. So in this situation, what are we going to do? They have a Lecky, they have a Mungus, they have Torn. I bet you they have a Mungus in the back. Do we need Illumise for anything right now? I think I'm going to pivot in the Arcanine. Yes, it does Intimidate. And I'm just going to go for a... I'm going to go for... we can go for a sick read and go like Hex Thunderwave right here. Oh, dude, that'd be so sick. I'm just going to go for the Machagacha. I'm alright with it. I'm okay with it. And then we're going to protect Arcanine, pivot out Machagachamon for Illumise, pivot back in, restore the health that we take from Arcanine, and then like Strength Sap the Lando and probably just like wall it. It'd be really cool to burn something. That's why I'm deciding to stay in. Here we go. Double Intimidate, especially up on that Lando. It's nice. They're obviously pivoting out hands. And who's swapping it on burn? The Lucky. So the Thunderwave play would not have been the right one. But this is still really good. Rock Slide's going to miss on somebody. Missing on Arcanine. Yeah, we take those. Not doing anything to finish after Intimidate. And Machagacha popping it off out here. Here we go. Show me some burns. Show me that you want to stay on the team. Huh? That's some good damage. That's some good health restoration, too. I like to see that. And we do get a burn. Yo, this mon's busted. This mon is so busted. Holy moly. Only one burn, though? Come on. Cool. That's obviously Scarf Lando, so they're probably going to be pivoting that out. We're going to pivot out to be able to re-mess with the hands, I think, and I think we just E-speed out the Lecky. Don't forget to PP max your E-speeds, and all your moves have like 5 PP, pretty important. But we hit that one out. Let me think, like, do I just want to Machagacha again? Now, I think you can re-pivot in Illumise, and it's just not bad at all. Yeah. But that's probably going to be game. I'm trying to think like what they could really do here. Because like Iron Hands is a good mon, don't get me wrong, but we're going to be able to Intimidate cycle it correctly, I think. Here we go. E-Speed. Checks Lecky. We have just enough attack to make that work, I think. Okay. And Rock Slide, but next turn we're pivoting out Arcanine for the Machagachamon, restoring health on our Illumise. And then from there, you know, we Intimidate cycle the hands till the game's over. Cool. We're also going to reapply our Tailwind. Just in case. Just in case. Because, like, there's nothing... If Illumise had any attacks, we'd use them. Right? But we don't. Pivot in Machagacha. And go for a Tailwind. They're probably just going to run. I wouldn't be surprised. Because whatever that hands locks into, we're going to pin. If you walk into, like, Thunder Punch, you know... We're going to wait until you walk into something that we have resist. Like, even if we walk you into Thunder Punch, right? You can't ever hit the Machagachamon very well. Here we go. Maybe they're going to walk in, like, Heavy Slam. Heavy Slam, the bane of our existence, right? Okay. And Heavy Slam. Good play. Oof, that's still so much damage. That's still so much. I'm just going to Strength Sap the Iron Hands, I think, and just play it, like, really slowly. Hopefully, I think I would outspeed Lando from here. Machagachamon's speed stat is 90, so we don't outspeed Lando. Yeah, this is where this mon just does nothing for us. There's no reason to lock them into, like, anything. Can't Thunder anything. Sunny doesn't do anything. I don't really even want to swap in Arcanine, though. I'm trying to think of, like, what we would want to do here. I'm okay. I don't want the hands to be able to do anything weird. Battles cancel. We take those wins. Yeah, I think the win condition there was just not swapping in the Arcanine. But you see, like, how if the Illumise had, like, something, just something, would be much easier. Something. Let's look at, like, a couple moves that it gets. In the meantime, while we wait for one more game. So instead of the Sunny Day, it gets Dazzling Gleam, like we said. It gets even Brick Break. Air Slash is a cool move. It gets Ice Punch, bro. Quick Attack, that's cool. Shadow Ball. So it gets Shadow Ball. It gets Terra Blast. You can make a weird Terra on it. Thunderbolt's not bad. There's definitely things that it could get. Heck, you can just put Metronome on it, right? I think there's definitely things against Water Pulse is kind of cool to see. So there has to be, like, some weird mon that we're some weird move that, like, we could use. Pounce is kind of cool for some additional speed control. Infestation is another very cool option. So, yeah, we just got to think about it. This person is ranked 301 in the world. Ugh. Okay. So maximum match rule. Like, I have to respect Indie Armrouge, I have to respect Torn Urshi, I have to respect Dragonite and Goldango as closers. It's probably Goldango specs Dragonite banned with like Mystic Water Urshi. This is going to be really hard to beat. I think Illumise Shenpao is not bad, but I feel like we have to like play really weird against whatever this team is. I think Ninetales is a good lead here. It's just so weird. Like, if they just set Rain Dance, we just lose, you know? Intimidate doesn't really do anything against, like, crits and Inner Focus. This is a hard one. This is, like, I would say this is... It's not impossible, right? It's just improbable. And try these two with Arcanine and... I'm going to bring the Illumise, and my plan is to get rid of the terrain. So... this is going to be so hard. Okay. Alright, we got shots. I haven't really said my strat yet, but like, we might be able to like encore a Trick Room. I don't think that this team has a good match against Trick Room. I was like, we could lean into like Arcanine and try and flinch it, but like that Arcanine loses hard to like Torn Urshi. Alright, and it's Urshi Dark. This is fine. This is where if I had Rocky Helmets in his shot, I'd be the happiest of campers. We just got a Rage Powder. I think that's the only real out that we have here. Rage Powder into like... I'm going to Sacred Sword this because I think this guy's just going to Terra. And so we're just going to Sacred Sword over here. And then we're going to trade Sinistcha for Urshi's Sash. And then be able to Ice Spinner and pin the other one. And like, I think we'll be okay. Pivot out Dragonite. It's even like there's no reason to go after the Dragonite. There's just no reason for it, you know? Hope they're not switching an NDD, but like, we'll see. Armrouge, okay. Not bad. Yep, we're just, hopefully they're not like goggles, bro. Sacred Sword, we're faster. Not enough damage just yet. Wicked Blow, we're going to lose the Sinistcha most likely. This is where Rocky Helmet, I think, would be a better item choice than Miracle Seed, just my personal opinion. And then now looking at this board state, they have the Armrouge. The play here is Arcanine, and we're going to try and either flinch or crit the Armrouge, I think. Or force a Terra. Shenpao on the board, we might be able to get something done. Okay, they have Dragonite too, they shouldn't be able to pivot in. Like I said, this person's a high-ranked player, so like this is dicey. Such a weird looking play with the Ice Shard here. We're doing it just to make sure they don't just like Sucker Punch like dip, you know? If they don't swap an Indie, like then we would have to flinch or crit the Armrouge. And they're probably going Grass Terra, which is so dumb, because like I have a Shenpao on the board, but like, I should just double target the Armrouge, but like I can't, the Arcanine's not faster than Urshi, so I have to still target the Urshi slot. Are they going to be gamers and swap out their Armrouge for Indeedee? No way. Okay, they're swapping out there. This is probably Indeedee, but like I can't do anything about it. If it's Dragonite, that's hilarious. It is Indeedee. What do you want me to do, right? What do you want me to do? I was playing around Sucker Punch back. We have to flinch the Armrouge then, because there's Terastallizing. We have to flinch them. If we do not flinch them, it is game over. If I would have Ice Spinner, though, I think we would have still been in a fine spot. Hey, we got to flinch. 100%. 100% flinch. Let's go. I can't believe they're so risky, because like I could have just doubled into the Armrouge. I sure blocked. Oh, it's so bad. Rock Slide miss on which one? Double miss! Gaming! Double miss gaming. They didn't even Trick Room. That's sad. Double miss Rock Slide to lose the game. That's going to be game. I can't do anything about that. So, double miss Rock Slide against, like, top 300 player. Like, you can kind of see, though, like, when we're taking a look at, like, what our team says that it does. Ice Shard's fine, but it didn't really help us in that situation. Even if I had the Ice Spinner there, I would have won the game, by the way. I was really, really respecting the Urshi's Sucker Punch to break my Sash and, like, a Heat Wave or something. And we still had to respect it, but oh my gosh, that's such a... If I just Ice Spinner there, the Expanding Force wouldn't have had the boost. Oh, that game would have been over. And then we double missed Rock Slide. Like, this Arcanine is the unluckiest Arcanine I think I've ever seen in my life. We got crit by Snarl, double miss Rock Slide. Another thing about this thing is, like, we have Rage Powder and stuff like that, which isn't necessarily bad, but if we had, like, Rocky Helmet, that Urshifu would have been taken out. If we would have had, like, options for, like, Protect and stuff like that, it would have been a little bit easier. We're gonna go into one more game since that one was so short, but, like, we really just didn't have any options versus a person that was, like, that highly ranked and had, like, that many good defensive pivots. So here we go. More hands. Oh, Roaring Moon. Okay. Roaring Moon is a unique Pokemon. I think we can actually lead Glimmora here, though. I think Glimmora is a good one. Or we can lead with a lead that, like, baits the hands in a Fake Out and, like, swap in the Glimmora. They have a Weezing, you know. But I feel like, I do feel that Glimmora is a good Mon here. Maybe so we might be able to, like, lead Shimpao and then pivot it into Glimmora. I'm trying to think of what else we want to pair here. I don't hate these two. I'm just going to try this. I think this could be good. They're going to probably go, like, Weezing Roaring Moon, and, like, we just have to deal with it. Yeah, Ninetales is fun, but it's not the right play here. And I think Illumise is also okay, but I don't think that it's 100% right. So we're going to go with these. And we might have to Fire Terra our Machagachamon here. I think that, like, the Machagachamon just in general is, like, a good Mon. It's just that on this sort of team, I feel like Strength Sap, it's good, but it's probably not optimal. Hex is good, but it's probably just not optimal. So there's the Weezing Roaring Moon. I think this is okay. So remember, we can't use our abilities when the Weezing's on the board. But we've now led with a board that, like, drastically punishes a lot of those Mons. They have to respect Wisp. They have to respect a lot of stuff. Let's see. We have Protects. We have Spinners. I'm gonna... Are you tailwinding? You shouldn't be tailwinding right now. This is a weird looking play, but I think I'm gonna do it. I'd like to activate my abilities. Yeah, tailwind's fine. We should still be outspeeding a Weezing with most of our Mons. Especially like this one. This one should still outspeed. Okay. It's not that much damage at all. They do Wisp me. Unlucky, bro. They're faster than the Arcanine. That's a fast Weezing. So they could have missed that Wisp. They could have done a lot of things. Let's see how much damage this actually does. Puts it probably within range for E-Speed. Oh my god, that's so thick. I mean, Sword of Ruin's turned off, but, like, still. Damn, that's a thick one. And then they have Citrus. They're not even lefties. Oh my gosh. Wow. This Weezing is going to live forever. Alright, so we're going to mix it up and probably just go Protect Arcanine. Into, like, Ice Spinner on Roaring Moon, because I think they're probably going to knock off. They could Breaking Swipe, but I can't really do anything about that. Ugh. Yeah, I feel like this team gets, like, really hard countered by, like, a lot of the meta. I'm trying to think, like, what we could actually do while still keeping the team coherent. It's going to be rough. We have to wait with our Tailwind here in this matchup, but it might be possible. I think the fact that we have to Protect Arcanine and stuff like that, we're not taking the bait on any Protects or anything, so we're doing a pretty good job. So let's see if it's Breaking Swipe or Knockoff. I wouldn't be surprised to see Knockoff into the Arcanine. But Breaking Swipe's also a solid play. Knockoff and Arcanine, cool. So it's a good turn for us. Great turn. Absolutely amazing turn. They're probably going to attack that slot next turn. So Ice Spinner's doing good chip. Yeah, that's great. I don't think E-Speed plus Ice Shard does it, but I think that if I get one more Ice Spinner to it, it will give you Ice Shardable. So we're going to Ice Spinner it one more time. And then they're probably going to be knockoffing. This is where Fairy to Arcanine would be, like, really good. This is fine. Knockoff shouldn't KO me. It's going to do a lot, but it doesn't KO. Yep. My Clear Amulet. And they're faster with this Weezing. I wonder... Oh, okay, cool. That gets the KO. Cool. That was a low roll on that first Ice Spinner then. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm just happy to take it out. Single target damage Rock Slide. Not bad, not bad. Gunk Shot. Yo, they hit us with Gunk Shot, and they're hitting us with everything here. Never lucky. Rock Slide. We hit this Rock Slide, finally. Okay. That's within range for, like, burned Ice Shard plus E-Speed. Just throwing that out there. It's within range. But let's see. Landorus is going to come in here. Okay. We do not have very good mons to fight Lando. Last turn Tailwind, though. So there's nothing really wrong with like a double protect here, I think. Yeah. And then they're most likely going to be Scarfed. I might have to go E-Speed Ice Shard, bro. We'll know a lot more about their set off this first move. Are you walking in Rock Slide? Are you walking in Tantrum? You know, if you're walking in Rock Slide, we can just pivot around. We haven't shown our Terra on Arcanine yet. We can pivot in... Like, Machagachamon is the right pivot here, but it's just hard to see. I want to see if they go, like, Protect Earthquake as well, because then you just pivot in the... Yep, they're going to Terastallize. Cool. I think the right play for them is to Terastallize Flying and just Terra Blast stuff. Terra Blast this, Terra Blast that, you know, stuff like that. They lose that 4 times weakness to Ice too. So, yeah, let's see. This is the last turn of Tailwind, so we are having shots, even against the Weezing. Weezing gonna protect? Cool, maybe they lock in EQ. We're gonna find out. Because the next turn they'd have to pivot out the Weezing. Otherwise they just kill it. Rock Slide, okay. I think we have to let Shimpao go down here. I'm trying to think of like how we could regain board state ever. Fade away. Oh, this hurts, man. This hurts. Alright. Machagachamon's going to take way too much damage from this, but it's fine. You gotta save the Arcanine. I think the Arcanine's the only win condition that we actually have. Maybe we crit Ice Shard? No, that's still good damage, though. Rock Slide comes in. Remember, our Hospitality doesn't activate, so this guy's going to get to do whatever he wants with the Weezing. I wonder if they're throwing a Wisp in, thinking that we're swapping. I doubt it. It's probably Gunk Shot. Yeah, and then, of course, I get hit by a second Gunk Shot. Ow, way too much damage. At least they didn't poison, though. Okay. Cool. This is good. Yeah, this is correct. So if we had Protect on Machagachamon, we'd probably use that. I'm actually just going to nuke the Lando. I think we can soak the damage. So Power Gem is good here, and I'm going to get my Strength Sap off. I want to make sure Sinistcha's faster than Glimmora. 90 versus 116. No, it's not. So that means we actually have to side Strength Sap our Glimmora? Okay. Because Weezing's protecting. So yeah, what's Glimmora's attack? 55. We're not going to restore that much health at all. Alright, let me think about this. Alright, the play I'm going to make is going to be a little bit different then. I'm going to Spiky Shield. And I'm going to Strength Sap the Lando. Because I want to go back up to full. Like, I want to. Pivot out Lando. It works for me. I just want to get my heal. Hands. Yo, swapping a hands in on that is amazing. TY. Cool, so we know all their mons now. I mean, that means if we can preserve the Machagachamon, it's great. Oh man, a fast Weezing. That's the speediest Weezing the world has ever seen. Wow. This turn they're going to go after the Sinistcha, and I can't actually do anything about it. This is where if we had like Protect and stuff like that, we would be able to utilize these things just a little bit better. Have to do this. I need to burn the hands. That was a great taunt, by the way. I should have Power Gemmed the Weezing. What am I doing? I'm so bad. Gonna pivot out Weezing for Lando here. That's such a misplay from me. Alright, cool. They could have really messed us up there. They're probably just protecting if they're doing anything, but still. We're doing this to not die to heavy slam, but now we're super susceptible to like anything Lando throws at us, like really, really bad. Earth Power takes out Wheezing. Yeah, we take those. Cool. I'm doing it. We're gaming here. We're gaming. We finally have abilities. Not that it really matters. Gotcha. I gotta burn this. I have to burn this hands. Really important. Can we get a burn? Never lucky. But we didn't die either. That's the... Ugh. Okay, so against this Lando, right? You're gonna be stomping tantruming, right? This is where if I had to protect, I'd probably want to use it. Power Gem will Oko the Lando, so like I can go redirection, Power Gem, but then I lose both Mons. Let's see. If you're just targeting the Arcanine, like I can't do that much about it, but like, or sorry, targeting the Sin Shot, like I can't, I'm taunted too, so it's like, at least we're sticking a double Intimidate back, and I'm gonna try to like outvalue the hands, but like, let's see what just happens here. I'd go after the Gamora. I've already shown Power Gem, right? So, yeah, nice. Cool. We are gaming. Now you can hit this Arcanine with whatever you want, Drain Punch, what have you. Like, I can't stop that. The whole point was to get the Intimidate. But like, let's see. If my Machagatramon does not die to this Stomping Tantrum, it's double damage now though too. There's no way that we win. I guess I could try double Spiky Shield. And like a Machagatra Burn. Don't like that. He's at -1. You know what? He might not KO. I think this is our best shot. He's at -1. Yes, Stomp Tantrum's gonna do more, but like, if I live, I live, you know? Never lucky. I'm trying to think, like, I still think that was a higher percent play than, like, going for... Yeah. I mean, I still think that was a better play than going for double Spiky Shield, you know? They were hitting that slot anyways, most likely, so it doesn't even really matter what we did. They know Heavy Slam goes into this guy, yeah. But it doesn't get the KO. Oh, it also right out of range for our Citrus. Unlucky. Alright, so I'm trying to think of what we can actually do here. It is possible that we win if we crit correctly. We're in a Spiky Shield. We have that Citrus. They could high roll or low roll. Remember, the hands does have like an attack drop. That was one of the reasons why we fought at our Arcanine to get that off. So Spiky Shield up. I wonder if they're going to click Fake Out. I wonder if they're gamers. Click Fake Out. Be a gamer. Very much. See, misplay. Alright, so what's going to happen, they're not going to KO us this turn, they're going to think we're going to weave in, and we're actually going to get 2 attacks. Because the next one, they will click Fake Out next time to avoid that. I'm trying to think, is Sludge Bomb better here or Earth Power? Sludge Bomb is 90 stab, 135, like, this is 180 with the Sped F drop potential. I'm just going to go for the Earth Power. 2 of these might get it. Special D drop, never lucky. Ooh. Alright, so this turn they want a Heavy Slam, but... they're going to Fake Out to play around. Right, they're going to Fake Out to play around Spiky Shield. Right? I'm actually going to still Spiky Shield one time. I want to really condition them. I want to really do it. Really do it. I want to see if they Fake Out, dude. I want to see it. Because I don't want because they might just be like, oh, Heavy Slam isn't new enough. I need to use Drain Punch. Sorry, I need to use Heavy Slam. There's the Fake. They did it. I should have just fucking hit them in the face. Bro, I could have just hit him in the face. It's fine. If I get the poison off the Sludge Bomb, it would disincentivize them from doing that fake out. I don't know, it's hard to say. I should have just done it, man. I should have just done it. Oh well. Because, like, they'd be, if I had a special theater up this turn, they'd be dead. There's the heavy slam. We're not dead yet. If I read this, I win. Let me think. Let me really think about this. Because, like, if I Spiky Show, let me know what you guys would do in the comments here. If I Spiky Show them and they take the chip, my Earth Power kills them. So that means that, like, the fake out play is the right one. So that means I'm just going to Earth Power. Right? Show me fake out. Show me fake out, bro. Show me fake out. Don't click heavy slam. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't click drain punch. Don't click nothing. Just click fake out. No! Crit, 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 crit. Whoa, we got the high roll. We got the high roll. We got the high roll. It doesn't even matter. Yo, we got the high roll. We got the high roll. It doesn't matter. They actually clicked the damage move. They clicked the good player button. Oh, dude, they tried to win, but we win. We won. We did it. Holy moly, can you believe we actually won that game? I can't even believe it. I'm the luckiest person ever. Oh my gosh, this team makes it so hard. I still think the team's good. It's just like we really need to like fix some of the EV spreads. We really need to give the Mons themselves like the right level of speed, the right amount of damage. But yo, we won that one. Don't even act like we didn't. Oh my gosh. Let me know what you would have done in that situation if you were me. We're going to go check out the rental code one more time and just generally see what it looks like again. Get like a better look at the team before we go into the team fixing part. This is your daily reminder to think about leaving a like, think about leaving a comment if you like this sort of like team fixing series where I use people's rental codes and then do my absolute best to like fix them, polish up their EVs, and give my thoughts on what these teams do well and don't do well. I think that I was more of a fan of the Ice Shard and the Shenpao the more that I used it, but that being said, I think that not having a Dark Attacker and Shenpao is like criminal. I would still go Sucker Punch, but if you want to keep the Ice Shard, that's completely up to you. Arcanine needs a little bit more of attack. Ninetales is cool, it just didn't work in these games, so we're probably going to leave the Ninetales alone. The Illumise needs some sort of damaging attack. I think the Sinistcha, I think like we're probably going to be cutting the Sunny Day off the Illumise. If you want to keep the Hex, that's fine, but I think like Protect would actually give this mon a lot more value, being able to like bait them into over committing into it, and I also think like a more defensive item than a Miracle Seed, because like again, if we take a look at like your EVs and stuff like that, you're not really optimized to really use a Miracle Seed either way. So like I would be probably cutting that. And then the Glamora needs to be optimized as well. So what we're going to do now is go take a look at these EVs and start cleaning things up. I think Shenpao, again, 252 Sash, Ghost Terra, it's a good set. If you want to use Icicle Crash over Spinner, that's definitely worth it as well. But I understand we have a lot of like priority stuff, so being able to remove the terrain is actually kind of nice. So I understand the value in Spinner. Let's take a look at this guy. Whenever you're using a nature gives 10% boost to all of your stats, right? So a 10% boost to like 86 is not as valuable as a 10% boost to like a 130 or even like a 90, right? Those are going to be higher numbers. It's going to be a higher value from the 10%. So that being said, we need to think, what stat do we actually need the Scoremore to get to in speed to actually still be viable? And then from there, also like what special attack and other respective stats we need. Because realistically, I still think you need speed. I would say by taking out your nature, you still need to get to 107, right? Because this would be outspeeding like Dragapult, which is a popular mon. This would be outspeeding, let's just take a bunch of these stats. This would be able to outspeed things if you had any like Icy Wind or like +1, -1 like calcs. I really think a mon that we would really want to be able to outspeed is Booster Energy Iron Bundle. So let's plug in an Iron Bundle here. And right here, so plug in like a bundle, make it timid. This is just something that I think is worth outspeeding with Glamora, if you can. So bundle with full investment gets to 309. That's quite fast. Let's plug in a Glamora on this right hand side. And Glamora is right here. So Glamora with like full speed investment in a Tailwind. If you're timid, it can't even outspeed bundle. So that's just something like worth knowing. Like you can't catch the bundle when it's booster, but you might be able to catch it when it's not booster, right? So that's going to be things like 206, which we definitely can still outspeed. We don't need to go timid for that. We can actually take away like a lot of these things. And you see, we already just outspeed that. So that being said, like we don't need like that much speed on Glamora. We also don't have any other way for this team to have like -1 calcs with like Icy Winds, Bleak Wind Storms, anything like that. It's all +2 and -2 calcs with things like Thunder, Wave, and Tailwind. So that being said, we don't really need like any points on Glamora. I'm going to put 4 points. Just because I think it's a good enough number to have on the Glamora, but like realistically, I don't think we need that much more. If you want to go to 113, this would be outspeeding things that do have those +1 calcs in mind. So like sometimes you see Rillaboom's get all the way up to 112. This would still outspeed them, and there's nothing really wrong with getting this fast. So I think that's definitely worth thinking about. But that being said, I like the heavy Spadef and defense investment that you're going, like the bulky set that you're going. I think that's still a right way to play Glamora on this team. I like the ground Terra Earth Power. I want to actually make sure though that this can KO Heatran, because like why else would you have it, right? So we already have the Glamora on that side. We're gonna go into like Heatran here. Maybe even like check if it's like a 3-shot on Iron Hands. So Heatran right there, plug in like Earth Power. So like Earth Power doesn't just KO with no investment. It doesn't guarantee KO Heatran. And Heatrans are also coming packed built with like a lot of Spadef. They usually like, this is like a standard Heatran. So it's like that Earth Power doesn't even KO. If we want to make ourselves Ground Terra, which I think is a good Terra on Gomorrah for this, you can get the KO if you Terra. But I think there are probably more optimal ways to do it. You know, one of them could just be going like, you know, Modest. And then from there, like, how much investment would we really even need? No, it's not even worth it. So that being said, I think that we're probably just going to get more value. I still think you should go Modest, because it's like a 130. And it'd be so wasteful not to do it. And then from there, you probably cut that and just go like a 204. This is going to be probably just a little bit better. And I'm thinking if you want to, you know, we had that little situation where we could have like side, we could have used side Strength Sap. I don't want to say like go max. I don't want to say like go 31 in here, but like I don't know, maybe like you might want to think about it even on these guys, because like Foul Play is not that big of a deal, but like having the max, having a higher attack here means if you do have to like side Strength Sap in situations where they're like switching or protecting or getting KO'd, you actually still can. That might be something just worth thinking about. But I think this is a little bit better set. It's going to be fast enough. It's generally going to be as bulky, but now you actually just hit like a little bit harder, and you're roughly the same speed here. Just using your nature, you have like probably about 6 or 7 just more points in general on this mon than you did before. Illumise is cool. I don't think you need this much defense though. And this is another thing, like you're using your nature correctly here, but since you're actually, natures, they give you a 10% boost of whatever your stat is, right? And so I always tell people to like boost your natures on your higher base stat, but it's actually this number that's getting boosted, right? So like when you're taking a look at these before nature, which one would give a bigger boost, a 127 or a 106? And so you got to think about that as well. That being said, we're going to run a few calcs for what we actually want this guy to do. I don't think we need Sunny Day here. I think that, let's see like what moves we can use here. Dazzle Moon's good, but it's not stabbed. You know what? What was that bug move? Struggle Bug. Why didn't Struggle Bug pop up when I clicked special? Did it? Did it show up? It's just not up here. Is it in the usually useless moves? It's not a useless move. That's a good move. Dropping their special attack is nice. Struggle Bug's great. I was gonna say Struggle Bug or Pounce, just for like some extra speed control. But yeah, I like Struggle Bug here. Struggle Bug's a good move. So yeah, let's go for that. I don't think we really need any speed on this guy. If you wanted to put some speed, 12 points will get you to 107, so you might as well just put it, right? And then from there, let's think about how much Spadef we actually need. Let's plug in Illumise. And let's plug in a Flutter Mane. Because I feel like in terms of like special attacks, like that'd be the only thing really that would give us problems. I know we spot a lot of Chi Use today, but like that's just a one-shot anyways. So that being said, these two, let's plug in like a 252... let's give it like Dazzling Gleam and Moonblast. Set everything for 50. I know I take like a long time to set all this stuff up, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, so Dazzling and Moonblast does like decent damage. When we click this button here, we haven't given it like nature or anything like that. We haven't given its item yet. So like that's how much damage. Moonblast, you're donezo. Dazzling, though, we might be able to live this. So we're gonna go 252 here, which means we live that Gleam. Is there a way to actually like live this Moonblast? Not that we like need to either, but like we can't even live it in like our bulkiest dreams. So we don't need to worry about dealing with it. And so I actually think we should put a lot of our points in defense, but like the fact that we live that is great. I'm trying to think of like what else special would be problematic in this format. It's all physical mons. It's Urshi's. I guess like Torn. You just see how well you eat Bleak Wind Storm. Maybe we can get like Bleak Wind into like a 2 or 3 shot. So Bleak Wind Storm doesn't OHKO on the full set, so it's already a 2 shot. And there's like no way that we can make it into like a 3 shot, in my opinion. Like, I'll just plug it back in again. Yeah, there's just no way you'd have to tear away, right? So it's already right there, which means like I'm not seeing a reason to have like any points in SPDEF. Everything's already out of reach. But if you want to put like some, I'm a big proponent of putting about like 50-ish in SPDEF sometimes. But that being said, you can just throw your nature in there and like, so before you were getting to 127, and then we can make it so you're actually going to be getting like a few more points. Something like that is probably just a more optimal way to use this mon. This means that we can still use like Prankster, like so for example, like Murkrows might not be getting this fast. Other Prankster mons that are slower might not be getting this fast. And then from there, you also have like a faster Struggle Bug than like some other mons that wouldn't be getting like up this quick to get to that 107 tier. So like if you do have a Tailwind, you can Struggle Bug a Dragapult if you ever wanted to. Or any mons that are slower than a Dragapult if you wanted to. It's like against like a Meowscarada. Like Meowscarada doesn't reach this speed tier if you have like a Tailwind up. So I think this is a good enough EV spread. I think the Thunder Wave's still fine. Encore's still fine. Solid mon. As for the Ninetales, I don't think there's really that much that you need to do about this guy. It didn't really come into play. You're wasting a couple points right here, right? Yeah. So, you know, just take that and put it like literally anywhere else, probably just in the defense, because again, the meta is mostly physical mons right now. That being said, physical Ninetales is a bit weird, but like on this team with like all the physical attackers we have, it's actually kind of cool. It just doesn't really come all that often. It's good against Trick Room, but even against like the Trick Room team that we fought, it's one of those things that like they had such a weird variant that against like standard Indie Armor, this is fine. But yeah, I think that like double dipping your fire is kind of cool. So if you want to keep it, it works. You know, when it works, it works. It's just, it's such a hard mon to use in the meta. But it definitely makes the opponents bring the mons we want them to bring. So that's why I'm not going to really change anything about it. Just got to clean up its EVs a little bit. You still need to be full speed on it, so you're doing it right. This guy's a little bit weird. I think that like this is where I'd put a Rocky Helmet. I think Rocky Helmet is so good here. I think that you should cut this for Protect. If you don't want to use a Rocky Helmet, you can also use Leftovers and have it just like weave in those every other turn. But this set is going to be a lot better. It's still going to correctly use its nature there. From there, I like to put about 12 points in there just to make sure that I'm not dying to things. 177, I would still probably go 252 up here. And then from there, we're cutting a lot of points. We want to max out this defense stat, so it sucks we're taking these out of SPDEF, but like, it's fine. We have a good defensive Terra there, but like having Protect is going to elongate our effectiveness on Rage Powder. It's going to elongate like our just situation on the board. One thing whenever you swap this guy in, they're like, that's the thing. I need to kill that thing now because like it has like such a known 4 move slot syndrome that people always double into the Sinistcha slot, especially against a Rage Powder user. You can then start baiting them with the Protect and make it like really, really valuable. And then from there, like redirecting, being able to break sashes, it's really, really nice with Rocky Helmet. So I think it's going to be a much better set like this. And yeah, hopefully it works out a little bit better for you. Going on into the Arcanine, I think Query Amulet's cool, right? You're wasting a couple points right here in HP. I would max this out, and then like, I don't think Arcanine needs like a ton of speed. It's just my opinion. I would get Arcanine to about this. We don't have any +1 or -1 calcs. You know what? I'm gonna do this because like we have so many mons that are like slightly optimized for it. I'm gonna just put Pounce here. Gives us speed stats, you know, and then Pounce is a physical move, so we just change it like this. There. I mean, it works. And now we can actually like protect with our teammates and pounce things to give us a little bit more speed control. I like that a lot. It just makes sense. Like, it just makes sense. It's something. It's like literally something. And yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit better. But I think the Arcanines need to be like adamant, in my opinion, to actually like get those KOs with especially those spread moves and things like that. It also makes it a lot easier to use things like E-Speed to actually get those KOs. This is the speed stat you need to get to actually still outspeed things with those +1 and -1 calcs. It's going to like outspeed genies if you stuck a Pounce or something on them. And then from there, the set that I like to go with, it still uses heavy amounts of HP, but realistically, I think I use like 28 68, and then the rest in HP. It's just how I like to play Arcanine. I think it's just going to be pretty good. You know, it's better on a banded set, but I think this is fine. This is enough speed to function. This is enough bulk. The reason why we're not going so heavy in HP is because, like, we are taking heavy recoil on our Flare Blitz. So this defense stat lets us still block the right amount of damage from, like, Iron Hands and stuff like that. Makes it so, like, Thunder Punch is, like, a 4-shot, I think, after Intimidate. And what is it? And then Spadef, we're just throwing extra points in Spadef to block things like Flutters, make ourselves a better switch and things like that. So those are the changes I would make to this team. I think the team is, again, really, really fun to play. It's just that it's not good into the current meta. But that being said, as an anti-meta team, it does work. So we're going to go play a game on Showdown and try and see if the changes that we made came into effect. And hopefully they do. Hopefully they do. But yeah, I think the Matcha Gachamon is very nice. Ooh, okay. Trick Room. Huh. Big Trick Room. Yo, Clear Amulet is not good here. But the Corvikog is. Corvikog is actually really good against Garg. They can't do anything against us. That being said, what do we need to do to stop this Trick Room? I think I might want to actually... Do I want to lead this or just bring it in as a pivot? I think I can lead Ninetales. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, what is wrong with Ninetales. Like, Ninetales Arcanine seems really good with, like, Illumise as a pivot in. And then Matcha Gachamon is probably the right play here. What is it? This guy's also really good, too. There's some good mons on this team. Yeah, Shimpao doesn't have a dark attack, so I'm not going to go with it. Dusclops is fine. Garg's fine, so we're just gonna roar out the Dusclops. Roar still works on Dusclops. You wouldn't think that it does, but it does. So they see Charcoal, they see Clear Amulet, they know what we're about. We're just going for the absolutely massive Roar. And I'm trying to think of what I want to do this turn. I don't mind Rock Sliding. Free damage on both. Potential flinch. You're gonna stick me with a Salt Cure, but like I'm fine. Protect. Okay. Rock Slide goes up. Big damage. Roar goes before the Trick Room, which is the tech that we actually have it for. So now Gastro comes in. Gastro's a great mon. I think in this situation, you can just Howl. And Howl Rock Slide seems really good. Yeah. Fire Terror, you're dead, bro. Nice run. Hey, I mean, oh my gosh, I can't believe they ate that, bro. Muddy Water, good damage. The sun is up, so Arcanine's going to barely hold on. They're Orbed Gastrodon. Orbed Gastrodon. Wow, so they're going to weave in a Protect there. I think I'm probably fine to just... I kind of want to just dip. Like, I kind of want to just let this die. Let me actually think about this. No, I'm going to pivot in the Arcanine. Or pivot in the Sinistcha and just Rock Slide again. If you Protect, I still will KO your Gastrodon. So, big heal. Wide Guard! They actually had Wide Guard. Wow, what a gamer. I should have just Flare Blitzed it. I didn't think they would. They missed it. We get a little bit lucky there. Just a little bit lucky. And they take off from their orb. I should have actually just Flare Blitzed. This is going to be Dusclops coming back in. And... oh, Sinistcha. Okay, I can just kill that. Rock Slide would just kill it. Trying to think of what I need to do. Yeah, I think that's still the right play. Dunzo. Dunzo, bro. Matcha Gacha and Flare Blitz. Dusclops ain't ready for this, bro. This is a sun boosted. Sun boosted. No Trick Room for you. Not today. Matcha Gacha and a miss. Never lucky. Never lucky. So Arcanine's going to take out. I'm trying to think of what I need to do to win here. This mon is not good against Garg. It like works, but like we can't really. I don't think you can Encore Garg. Okay. Hospitality again. Kind of want to like. Let's see. I'm just gonna go Matcha Gacha, I think, and just Flare Blitz this. I wonder how much damage it actually does. Protect. Well, see the Protect Sinistcha. I was telling you the value. I was speaking the kind words. We miss again. Is that 2 missed Matcha Gachas? 2 Matcha Gacha misses. Are you real? We're 0 for 2 in the Matcha Gacha department. Yo, never lucky. That's really bad. That sucks. You know, what do you want me to do? They have the Wide Guard now. Yep. They're encored over there. So they're probably gonna, I'm just gonna continue to do this. I'm trying to think, can I encore that? I don't actually think I can encore Garg. To get a double protect. Is this my lucky day or my unlucky day? They have leftovers too, it's hard to say. I'm just gonna matcha gotcha. So just start sticking pounces over there, and I guess like it's something. It's actually something, but damn, like what is this, bro? Finally, protect fails. Wide guard's fine. We do not do that much damage. Oh, and the Rocky helmet. Oh my gosh, this is like the ultimate. This is the ultimate in never lucky. All right, so we're gonna matcha gotcha again. Throw a re-encore on there. Have to just keep matcha gotching, I think. Oh, we stick it. Who we miss? All right, we hit it. Big damage. Any burners? Salt Cure. This one, it does not stick the damage, though. I don't think Encore works. I don't think that it does. How many wide guards you got? You got 12? I mean, I have more wide guards. So it's like, I'm just going to try. Fuck it, I ain't do anything else today, bro. Wide guard. It does work. I'm an idiot. You don't see that much. All right, so now they just have to wide guard, which means I don't actually have to like do this forever. We just can do whatever we really feel like. We're gonna eventually kill this guy with yeah, we're just gonna wait out all those. So like we can use any of our other moves here. We want to save some stuff. We can just go like Rage Powder here. We can just start killing this guy with just Pounce. Yeah, so we will win. It'll just take a little bit. Forgot you could. I'm surprised that I didn't know that you could encore through whatever that ability was. They keep getting these double protects though. It's like really, really bad. That wasn't double protect. All right, it's fine. So let's see. You got to re-encore there. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. This is why you got PB Max those encores, yo. It's pretty important. It's pretty important. There's nothing else to really use, so. Yeah, we're just wasting our moves here. So they've used 9. They have 9 left. So we'll just chill. Might as well just use Rage Powder. There's a lot more of it. And we'll just start sticking some damage over here. And then we have to re-encore the... And that's a double protect. Oh my god, this game is just going to go on forever. And once they're free from encore... Once they're not free from encore, but once they've run out of moves, you can't encore that anymore. They're freed. This might get a little bit dicey. All right, so I'm actually going to click the Matcha. Actually, I think we can steal one because I don't think they're going to wide guard this turn, but then we will like re-encore it into that. There we go. So they're going to be able to wide guard, but not before I stick a move on them. No, we've missed 3 Matcha Gotchas on that guy. We've missed 3 of them. Bro, I need to actually hit this move. Oh my gosh, this is the stupidest game. And last turn, protect failed, so it's gonna be, yeah, I think we're still okay, but like, oh my gosh. Let's see. They could, let's see what they actually want to do here. I mean, I'll encore it, it's fine. They're trying to attack. They should just have used protect there. So protect will fail. Protect will be up this turn. And they have leftovers on the thing, so like I can't actually stick any damage on it. So they have 5 protects left there. Maybe I don't win, but I think that I do. I think that I do when I need to get a burn at some point. They have 6 of those. Fuck it. Throw some moves. Alright, doing this again. Are they wide guarding or not? Another attempt at this. What a freaking barn burner of a game. It's still totally possible to lose, but like I've missed 3 Matcha Gotchas onto Garg. Here we go. Let's go. Let's get that damage. Finally, we got to burn that. That's going to be it. That'll be it. So we'll take that out eventually now. He shouldn't be able to like wall us, I don't think. Maybe unless he burns us back, but we have Fire Terra. So like whenever he's going to have a shot to do that, we'll just terrestrialize. So we need to re-encore here. And we're not wasting any of our other moves. This is our last encore. Okay, it's fine. so we haven't really seen that much of its moves either. We've just seen Protect, bro. Okay, so I'm actually thinking, like, do I need to, like, get this Garg off the board with just Pounce? Is that even really possible? How much damage does Pounce do? Does enough. It does enough. Encore ends, so this turn I'm going to go Matcha Gotcha and Pounce. We're out of those. We need to get the Garg off the board before the Sinnoh Cha ends. There's a wide guard, it's fine. So next turn you just, oh, that's a, that Pounce only did, it's still a 2-shot. If they can stick a Salt Cure up into this guy, I will lose it. So this, see, now he's freed. I'm out of those. I'm out of Encores. One more, and they're dead. They also didn't Matcha Gotcha this turn. They're going to kill us here. And they have one wide guard left. Oh my gosh, it's going to be like... Oh, they get a recover off! Dude, no way! Oh my god, dude! This is the dumbest game. And then this turn they wide guard. I hate this game. I have to risk getting burned. I didn't want to risk getting burned there. But we'll see. There's the Watts' last wide guard. As long as this doesn't burn me, I still probably win. Crit! God, that did so much. I should have just Trostalized. Yep. Here we go, double hit. I mean, they're just going to stick a Salt Cure. Oh, they have Nasty Plot. We lose the whole time. They've had Nasty Plot. Why haven't they ever... They've had like 4 turns to actually use it. That's just game we lose. Oh my god, we lose. I hate this, bro. Oh, not that. I mean, we're just going to click it out, but like, we lose. Oh, that's just the lose, bro. This is the unluckiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Finally, we break the guard. I can't believe I let them get the recover off. I should have just hit him in the face. I should have. They double Nasty Plot, bro. I mean, you can miss every single one of those moves. Why didn't I... oh, let's see. They just got to miss. Matcha Gotcha can miss. I missed all of them, remember? Nah, this is so dumb. Oh, well. Yeah, we're going to take this L. But what do you really want me to do? You know? I tried... There's a miss. Oh, dude, we're gaming. We're coming back. We're coming back. Can we actually time them? There's 3 minutes left in the game. I only have like 44 seconds on my own total time, though. So we're probably going to lose. We got to go to another one, though. I think we did a good enough job. It's just that, you know, they got so many double protects. We got so many misses. I don't know what their time is. Maybe they're going to, like, time out. Who knows? They've had to select Mons for 2 the whole time. Yeah, whatever. Just play it out. Just play it out. They got 20 Matcha Gotchas. It is pretty inaccurate. That move can definitely miss. But let's see. I mean, never lucky, bro. I wonder if they're trying to time me now. I mean, the game, if they run out of time on their timer, I do win. The timer right there. Let's see. Now we lost. They're going to hit us right here. Yep. Oh, well. Close game. Let's go to another one. That's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. All right. More Trick Room potential, but this one has Talonflame. And Urshifu again. So Urshi... I think against this sort of board, there isn't actually anything wrong with like leading Glamore. I think Glamore is better here than people give it credit for. It's good versus Talonflame. It's good versus Grim. It's good. Like, Poison is just good. So I'm going to bring these two, because I still want to be able to roar an Oranguru if that's like the thing that's happening. That being said, Illumise could work still here. Being able to Encore some of these is pretty nice. You can't really Encore the Grim. If that's Urshi Dark, can't really do anything there either. I think that we do still need to bring our Arcanine. And then I'll bring this. Shenpao's okay. It's just okay here. Yeah, so I'm just gonna roar that and I'm gonna roar it and Sludge Bomb it. If you'd like to attack me, I can't stop you, but I just wanted to stick some damage. I'm alive. No Trick Room. Alright, so there's the Grim. Frisk Grim! Wow, you don't really see that one as frequently. I'm gonna Sludge Bomb there. They can't use that move again. I'm trying to think of, I think you just stick a Snarl here. Should I Ground Terra? They're gonna Hyper Voice, doesn't really matter what we do. I mean, if you're Hyper Voicing, I can just not lose my Ninetales. Yeah, I can just not lose my Ninetales. That's fair with me. Absolutely fair and fine with me. Ooh, almost got the Grim O-Code. Hyper Voice, there it is. Let's see what you're using here. Dazzling Gleam Grim. On the Frisk set, it would probably be fine. We need to get this guy off the board. So this is the, I think this is the, we need to go all in. That Ground Terra double dip. Boom! Big recoil. Earth Power gets the KO. Cool. Nice to see. DP will use the Arcanine, but like I think that like we have enough tools. I'm gonna restore some health here on the good old-fashioned guy over here. And I feel like Machagacha plus like the Earth Power is 90 plus the Terra double dip. But they're roughly the same. I'm just gonna do this. This should get the KO. This should get me a double KO unless there's Citrus or Oranguru. Big damage. Any poisons? We hit. Okay, that's a big Spit F Oranguru. They're getting to trick him up, but like, what are they enabling? An Amorous? I guess you can enable Urshi, but yeah, it's an Amorous. Cool. So we just go Sludge Bomb into that guy. Actually, there's nothing wrong with Spiky Shielding, Protecting, and waiting to see if they reveal like a weird Protect. Or sorry, not a weird Protect, but like a Protect or a Terra. You know, I don't really see a reason not to. Dazzling Gleam. It's probably Instruct. There it is. Cool. So we can Rage Powder away that move, and just KO the Enamorous probably. So you rate unless it's Goggles or Oranguru, dude. The tech. The forbidden tech. I wonder if they're specs. They have the Fairy Terra. Cool. So we were waiting to see what that was. Note that we didn't need a Power Gem. That Dazzling Gleam does so much. Instruct. Goes into our Machagachamon. And we almost get the KO. Any poisons? Alright, 2 turns on Tiara. Drop a double Protect here. And then next turn, we're probably going to... How much damage do they actually do? 49% to Glimmora, or 58. So they have to crit us. Draining Kiss. Ooh. That will actually KO if they Draining Kiss. So that's fine. This is the last turn Trick Room. As long as we don't lose both of our Mons this turn, I think we would be fine. Let's actually think about the play. Coming with Ninetales. Rage Powder. And then you die to the... You should die... If they can click Dazzling Gleam, I can't stop it, but like I think they're going to Draining Kiss. Yep. And then... Oh no, they get the health first. I'm an idiot. We'll see what happens. At the same time, though, I think that we're still fine with Glimmora. Glimora's a pretty thick little guy. So they're going to re-Trick Room. And I think I need to be able to stop it. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if they actually just attack here. That'd be so greedy. I feel like maybe they don't... Ooh, maybe they don't have Protect. I don't think they have Protect. I don't think you got it, bro. Yeah, they don't have it. Not on that set, bro. Yeah, I don't have Protect. There's just no way. Yeah, we got it. Cool. We'll win after 2 turns. There's nothing they can really do there. Yep. Yawn. Alright, so then this guy's Protect. We'll go into a little bit later game, but like... Let's see what happens. They wouldn't be able to hit us if they did. There's the crit. We take those. So we'll take the wins. I think this team is fun. I had a good time playing it, obviously. It's very anti-meta. It's just, you can tell that it really is hard to use versus like other forms of like dynamic speed control. It's really hard to use versus like Torn Urshi. It's really hard to use versus like Urshi just in general kind of just gives this team a really hard time. So that's why I think like adding the Rocky helmet here is going to give this mon a little bit more stability. Being able to like terastallize and redirect away things like those big surging strikes is you're going to really outvalue an Urshifu. You can redirect the surging strikes, make it take 3 ticks of Rocky helmet, and then from there finish off with a Matcha Gotcha. I think Glamora is a fun mon to use. It's good against Heatran. It can be good against Iron Hands. So that's kind of cool. Shenpao's fine. Shenpao's good. I think the Ninetales, we used it in the last couple games on Showdown. Unfortunately, we got a little bit unlucky with some Matcha Gotcha misses, but it's fine. I think this is the best that we're going to get out of these 6 mons. So hopefully you liked this little video where I played some games. I used it. I did my absolute best, but, some teams are just like, we've been talking about this a lot on stream, like fitting a square peg into a round hole. Like, we're trying to make this work in a meta where it really just is not the sauce just yet. Maybe in Regulation F, once the DLC drops, this team will get some new tools, like being able to use, like, Metagross or something might be a good mon on this team, I could see, instead of, like, the Glamora. But that being said, if you have teams you want to submit for me to make videos on, think about checking out this Patreon post. Like I said, even the lowest tier, the $2 tier, gets access to all these teams, all these posts, as well as all the rental codes that I make featuring all my tournament teams and stuff as well. So think about checking out the Patreon if videos like this interest you. And other than that, thank you so much for watching. Peace out. I'll see you guys next time.